I think so.
Why is he going into oblivion?
Because that's the way it does it. Okay, so let's see if now we have.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. All right. Hey, sorry everybody, we didn't have any audio going there. That's funny. So we are trying to get back into doing FL Studio, and these are the kind of technical difficulties you have to figure out.
I learned a little bit of Bruno today.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Hang on, let me just get away because I'm gonna blow everyone's eardrums. Bruno says it looks like rain.
I better get the umbrella, doing so you can break.
Okay, so do we want to
Okay.
do another recording?
Alright. I will stay here.
Are you ready?
You are my sunshine, my only shine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Okay, so
It
let's
was
go.
still vibrating after I did the note.
Applaud.
Okay.
Oh, and I also learned
Can we cut out the
dreidel.
dreidel?
Okay, so let's change where we're gonna save it, and we're gonna go flute. And what's the song called?
Dreidel. Dreidel. Wow. Dreidel, a minute of a dreidel.
Okay, let me know when you're ready to record.
Did
We can
we
start.
save her?
Have we saved yours?
Alright, ready?
Yeah. All right, very
How was
good.
that?
Fantastic.
That was a lot of like first, like
All
it's
right.
like all lines basically.
Okay.
Time for piano.
No. So here's the thing with piano. I think we should almost do that as a separate recording, because what we have to do is we have to connect the capture from the audio out on the easiest thing to do is to do the capture card with the keyboard and then have it going into the computer. So all that means the computer has to be next to the keyboard. So we have everything set on the table right now. So this is set up for doing recording through the microphone. And so next time what we can do is we'll set up the computer close to the keyboard, and that way we can plug the keyboard in.
I also know a folk song.
Okay, do you want me to cut this and
I also have my song that I wrote.
all those save sample as. Do you have a title for this one?
It is called Sakura.
S-A-K. How do you spell it?
You just write Sakura.
Where is it?
Sakura.
Sakura. Okay.
And it's a folk song.
All right. Let me know when you are ready, and we will start recording.
Warning, if you are in headphones, I am going to be playing some higher notes. So just lower your volume a bit. Alright.
Ready? Recording. Okay.
There's always like a bunch of short bursts, like.
Okay. And then we should have. Do you want to sing a little portion of the song you've been working on at school? The family matter?
Melody guy. Let me just.
Now, where is my binder?
Oh, I don't know where your binder is. You need to find
Right.
it.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine. Take your time because I have to change where we're saving it.
Look, oh jeez.
There we go.
Do you want me to do the whole song or
Just whatever. We're just having fun.
2 pages.
I just wanted to have something that you could do so that you were doing something you knew that you were comfortable with performing.
Alright.
I'm not going to do the first page because it's really.
No worries. We're just having fun. Record what you'd like. Point at me when you're ready to record, and I will point back at you when I'm recording.
Just do this page.
Welcome to the family.
Okay, it's fine. No, it's so easy. Here's what we do: we stop, we cut it, and it's just like it never happened. Take 2.
Alright.
Do you realize when they're doing a movie, they get to take like 300? Take 355.
Alright, ready?
Okay, so one thing I need you to do is get closer to the microphone, and we're gonna try to enunciate your words. Are you ready?
Very clear.
Point at me when you're ready, and I'll start recording.
This is our home, we've got every generation. So for music, a rhythm, and a rhythm. This is my family, a perfect constellation. So many stars, and everybody get to shine.
All right, that's fantastic.
That was a good job, Catherine. High five. But it's close so we don't break the binder.
Okay, as much as possible. Okay, so we need to cut the front, and then I bet we could probably,
Cut the back.
yeah, because there's always a point where, I start before I start.
Go to the next page.
Cut. Okay, so we'll go save as, and there we go. Edit. Cut. Okay, so another thing might be fun to do. Let me go save as.
Are we gonna now
Well, what I
dub
thought,
it?
that's what I was
Is that
thinking.
what you do it? Dub?
Well,
Is that a saying? Dub it?
so I was thinking we could try you doing some what's called improvisation. Improvisation is kind of like in jazz where people would, some notes, right? Do you have notes that you know that you like to play together and they sound interesting? And this could be just you doing some random little flutters And it doesn't, some things are going to sound fantastic, other things are not going to be. But and then, the things that don't sound fantastic, we can still bring them in and play with the sound and make a completely different sound.
Oh yes, I remember you always just invert it and
Yeah, well, you mold the sound. So, and there's no wrong because you're just kind of
this is music.
It's improvising. You're improvising here. So, so what we could do is I'm gonna point at you. You point when you're ready, and I'll point back at you, and I'll hit record, and you're just gonna record a little flutter. You take a little pause for a second between, catch your breath, and what that'll do is it'll give me a little break in the sound, and it'll be easier to edit. Remember the music we were listening to this morning? How it was a very interesting flute, wasn't it? So that's not a full song. That was literally just a couple flutters of flute here and there that was integrated into a song that really sounded pretty fantastic. So something like that, that's a flutter, or play a couple notes, say I like the way that sounds together. Anyway, so point at me when you're ready. Okay, so that's perfect. That's exactly the kind of thing we want. So what we end up with is little sections that we can cut, and then you know how to play keyboard, and so what you could do is you could do some keyboard flutters here and there of different note changes or chords you like, and what you can do is begin to incorporate all the little pieces together. So I'm hoping eventually what we'll be able to do is we'll grab the little beat making device, we'll make a beat.
Oh yes, we haven't used that forever.
We're working toward being able to make a real song, right?
Maybe we'll become famous.
Well, I don't know. I don't think the goal is to have fun, not to worry about whether you become famous. Because the number of people who become famous is very small compared to the number of people who attempt. So it's better to just have fun.
Right.
And we're learning, and that's good. So anyway, let me save this.
I'm glad I didn't have any chocolate before I started singing, because then it would be very hard.
That's true. So let's see.
And that's the most important little star right there.
So let's creating a new folder. Give it a second.
Is it going to be called the music folder?
Well, if you want to play thumb piano, I'm going to break it up into thumb piano. It really takes a long time to create a folder, doesn't it? Did I actually do it?
Who knows? Who knows that it looks like rain inside us and you say it looks like rain.
I'll play like it.
Married in a hurricane. Anyone we don't talk about songs so interesting.
So you want to play a real song or just a little couple fun little clubs? Sure.
Where do you do your vocal stuff?
All right, so hold on. You wanted to perform now, and what are we just doing a vocal, or are you doing thumb piano? Just doing the vocal? Okay, so we'll go vocals, and what's it called?
I'm going to do the Family Matter.
Again? Okay.
But a different part.
Yeah.
Well, here, I'll just call it number 3.
I'm just going to do the whole.
Save.
That's going to take forever.
Okay, point at me when you're ready, and I'll point back at you when I'm recording. Whatever you want to do. Why don't you do like 2 pages? Why don't you do 2 pages? Are you ready? Point at me when you're ready.
But let's teach me abuela run this show. Whoa, she left here so many years ago. Whoa, and then our family now singing.
Okay.
I did it wrong.
You know what? You did Not really. It was all fine up until the point at the very end. So why don't we save it? Oops. Cut. Okay. Catherine, you want to? I do too.
You just did.
No, okay. I was not gonna. So did you want to sing again? Okay. So point at me when you're ready.
I'm going to do the next line and then the next page.
And then we'll record something else with the other person.
Person 1.
Person 1 and person 2. We're trying to. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
We're just what you simply got to know. So, welcome to the family, Magical. The home of the family, Magical. We're on our way. Where all the people are fantastical and magical. I'm part of the family, Magical.
Okay. And
How do we say kid 1 and kid 2?
there we go, kid 1 and kid 2. Instead of names. That's good. I like that. Okay. So now we're going back to thumb piano.
Sure. I'm just gonna find something close.
Give me a second.
Anything.
You want to do Twinkle? Okay, we'll do. Yeah. Really.
Ellie.
See, that's why we keep your.
On the phone is one comment.
There is?
Yeah.
No.
No. That's just we're checking to make sure it's actually live. That's us. No, it's not a comment. It's just us making sure that we have sound.
How are they doing it if we're the people recording?
Magic.
Magarajenka. Okay, so point at me when you're ready. Excellent.
I am Tweedledum and she's Tweedledee.
Good.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Wow, I think it's more.
No, you're fever.
Oh, that's right. You're butthead now.
Okay. Two of you. Okay, so it's Twinkle.
We are making up names. We are making up code names for the new spy game of life.
Not even playing it fighting.
It's not working. There we go. Everything's gone now. Okay. So are we going to wrap it up, or do you want to keep going?
Why don't we just try making a song? Like the first parts of the song or something?
Well, we can.
Let's do it.
So we're stopping recording, right? So let's turn off that.
We are stopping the recording phase for anyone who doesn't know.
And let's go to.
And we will start making the song phase. You want to bring out the.
No, we're not gonna. We're not gonna do that now because we have to have everything plugged in. I need to have
And Mom
a splitter.
I bet Mom's asleep.
Well, I don't know if she's asleep, but she's by enjoying some quiet time. Okay, so what we can do.
Don't mind me, just send them the food.
Go to sound library.
And maybe we could add some of the parts that came with some of the effects it came with.
So let's see. think we need to. I'll have to listen to it. Let me see.
I can hear a little bit.
Okay.
I hear a little bit from here.
So what we need to figure out is this gonna sound? Okay, we're not getting feedback, so I think that's gonna be okay. Sorry if we've generated feedback, but we want to all listen to it together, so. So what we do actually want to do is we want
Some
to.
of those cameras.
Well, I think we need to break it up into pieces.
One second, I need to.
You're pressing 4 since you're the oldest.
Okay, so
What are you doing?
let's open Edison again.
What are you doing?
You're making a mistake.
From now on live streams, we're doing to number 1 to number 2.
She's the number 1.
No, you did it number 1.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah, Hardy.
Yes, Catherine.
Kid 2. My name is Kid 2.
Okay, so this is gonna be. Then I think if we undo.
Sometimes when we're upstairs and it's late at night, we turn on our speaker and just start singing random stuff
Yes, they have a little speaker with a
that we got for Christmas.
microphone built in, so you can sing with a song like a karaoke kind of.
But it's very hard to hear you if you have another song on.
Yes, you need. Remember, we recorded those ones where the songs are at lower levels, so that you can hear yourself better. Because otherwise, if you turn the volume up, the song is still louder than you.
It just turns up the sound.
It's mostly a Bluetooth speaker that also has the ability to plug a microphone. That's why it doesn't work.
We have 2, but
Okay, so that's cut number 2.
How many cuts are there?
Well, you did 4 pieces, right?
So there's like gonna be like 800.
maybe next time we'll do piano.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up in a minute here. We're just gonna beginning. So what this was is to just record some pieces, and then next time we will focus on putting pieces together.
After we make all the pieces.
Well, next time what we'll do is we'll decide if you wanted to record some keyboard stuff, in which case we will set up differently.
Yeah, since everything's an electric keyboard, we can play the oboe.
Anything.
And the cello and violin and the guitar.
Yes, so there's 2 ways to do the keyboard. You can set it up as a MIDI where the sounds come through the software we're using, or if we use the capture card, you're just recording the audio like as if you had headphones plugged in.
Oh.
And you're recording the sound coming out of the headphone jack out of the keyboard. And then you use the sounds that the keyboard has. That's a nice keyboard. It has a lot of sounds.
That's very true. There's like one that's even like footsteps. Some absurd things.
Okay, so what we can do, we're going to wrap the stream up in a minute because it's time to start winding down. It's still a school night.
No.
I know.
What?
But what we can do is we can have a little bit of fun.
And they have PE tomorrow.
Is we can insert. Let's see.
There's technically 5 people in this house.
There is.
If you count Mochi.
Yes, our lizard. Is a lizard a human being though?
No, it's not. It's a lizard. It's a reptile.
But if you're counting
everything that's living.
I
And
can see its tail.
technically, we have more than 5 guests in this house because there's the roaches and there's the crickets for the lizard.
Yes, there's all the feeding material for the lizard. Why is that not wanting to go in? Yes, that's why we're getting a faster computer. Because it's not happy. We're hardly doing anything that's not happy. Because we're running the stream.
So how do you like take that and put it on?
So let's take that.
And
Let's see what we can make it sound like.
That sounds a
sounds
little bit
weird.
the same.
So let's see what that.
Pitch.
You want to change the pitch higher or lower?
Higher. Let's see what happens.
Let's go halfway higher. Okay,
I
well, let's
like
listen
that.
to that. Let's see what it sounds like.
And maybe like up the pitch. What happens if we up the pitch with one? Something like this. You know, the pitch sounds like nails on a chalkboard. Sorry, it sounds a little bit like nails on a chalkboard.
Or you can go.
That sounds basically the same.
I don't think a flute could ever reach that. That has to be like below honestly.
Curious what it sounds like with it layered on itself, starting at different.
Sounds very eerie.
If you would be able to like have a whole feather room and we could turn it into a music station.
Yes, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
And then we should make lyrics for this song.
And then we can also, we're going to wrap up in a minute here, but what we can also do is we can save it as number 1, A, B, C, D, and then you can have one file that you've done one thing to, and you can have a second one that you've upped the pitch on.
It's true.
And you
0.1A, 0.
So you can make yourself sound like 10 flute players by changing the pitch and the different things.
I have multiplied.
You can have it, you can do, it's not mull, it's, which one is it, the trim? Pan. You can pan it left or right so that you can have one in your left ear at a higher pitch, and then you can have one in your right ear at a lower pitch. It'll sound like there's 2 different flute players in different parts.
One playing C,
One in, like one on one side of the room and one on the other side of the room, and like you're in an auditorium listening to it. So anyway, let's. I think we'll wrap it up there. Is that okay? Because we're getting close to bedtime. So anyway, we will
still have school tomorrow.
still have school. So everybody, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Good night. Please. Oh, thank you. Yes, please like and subscribe.
It still
And
looks like it's going into oblivion.
it is going into oblivion. It's because it's showing the screen on the screen on the screen. So everybody, have a good night.